Angry guy here, and strong independent women are crying because they can't afford food. Guys, get this channel to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing if you already haven't. Like the video and turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now, let's begin. So, strong independent women are crying because they can't afford food. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the first video.
You know, I really try to keep it cute. I try to be understanding, be an adult about this whole inflation situation. But at this point, they're playing in our fucking faces. So originally, I was seeing stuff go up 20, 50 cents or whatever. But what I really want to talk about is honestly the price of French fries and tater tots. Tater tots, more importantly. They were $2.99. Then they went up to $3.29, which was okay. They are now $5.99. $5.99 in the stores. And I am at my wit's end. I'm finna just...
They can't even afford simple comfort food. Tater tots, y'all. A bag of tater tots was supposed to be 99 cents. A bag of tater tots is supposed to be 99 cents, y'all. Guys, I am struggling. I cannot live like when I used to live overseas. I could, if I wanted to, I could live on $50 a month. I could spend 50 a month on food and eat well. Okay, I lived in Mexico at one point. I could eat well on $50 a month. Well, my rent was literally only at one point like $150 a month, $150 a month to rent a 2-bedroom house. 2-bedroom. And it was built recently, I think. It was a nice house. Guys, you need to understand, like I said, nothing lasts forever. What's happening in Western society, men are just going to pick up and leave, and women are going to follow. I'm telling y'all, when men start leaving in droves, women are going to follow them overseas. There are some women who are already leaving America, but it's going to become this thing where they're going to start ditching the country. They're going to start walking out of the country, and when men start to, when men start to abandon the country, kind of like like as if there was like some kind of crisis happening. That's when they're going to try to clamp down and prevent these men from leaving. And one of the key things y'all need to do is not just have your passports. You need to start moving, going overseas, and you need to get yourself a permanent residency in another country. So, for example, Mexico, you can get a permanent residency in Mexico pretty easily. You just have to know the right person. You just have to know the right immigration attorney, and he knows the process. He will do the paperwork for you. It's a corrupt place, and you can get yourself a permanent residency. And that's the end of that. You get a passport if you want to for like 10. What's it? I think it was like $5,000. I think it's $5,000 for a passport. But yeah, you can get a permanent residency pretty cheap over there. All right, permanent residency, and that will allow you to stay in the country indefinitely. I'm telling y'all, you have to prepare yourself for what is coming. Like right now, I'm building up my money and I'm looking to buy some property overseas. I'm looking to buy a house overseas, probably in Japan. My goal is to go over to Japan and buy property in Japan. At this point, like if I do have kids, it's probably it may very well be in Japan. I don't plan on marrying. Like I'm not marrying the woman. I just don't feel like it's something that I want to do because the trust is gone. But I feel like if I go to Japan, that's where I could experience some level of healing. And I want to build my business. I want to build my empire. And I feel like Japan is the right place for me to do that. God willing, that's what's in my heart. But I'm sick of America. I'm sick of the nonsense. I'm sick of the games here. I'm sick of the twisted people who live in Western society. Everyone's tired of it. Guys, people are going over to even France, picking up mansions in France. Like, guys, what's happening in America? They call him the orange guy, but he was absolutely right. Like, all the money has been sucked out of the United States. It's all been sucked out. People are paying $5 for tater tots, $16, $17 for a Big Mac, Coke, and fries, and then I have to pay for delivery on top of that. Like, it's crazy, y'all. Like I'm literally spending like almost $30 for a big for not as and I'm not even a Big Mac. Like what do you call it? for a 10-piece chicken nuggets. 10-piece, hear me out. A 10-piece chicken nuggets with French fries and a Coke. $16. Okay? A Big Mac, Coke, French fries, $16. And they've made the food smaller. And that's not even counting the delivery. So you're spending almost you're all spending almost $30 for this crap? What kind of insanity is this? And they think they're going to keep it. Oh, people are just going to have to get with the program. No, people are going to begin demanding more money. No one's going to work for this garbage. The companies are so greedy right now that they're doing everything and anything they can do to suck as much money as they can out of the consumer. And they're literally celebrating because they're saying, okay, what are y'all gonna do? What are y'all gonna do? And if they notice that consumers are pulling back, then they'll drop the price a bit, and they'll drop it by as much as they have to, and then and then they'll just start boosting it back up. And what are you gonna do? You have to eat. You have to work. And we work these long schedules. We work 9 to 5. A lot of people work 9 to 5 and work so many hours that what are you gonna do? You don't even have time to cook. And you have the boomers like, oh, you guys aren't managing your money properly. Managing our money properly? Are y'all out of your minds? Like seriously, y'all. When you don't make enough in an hour to buy two Big Mac combo meals from McDonald's, you're not making enough. When you cannot buy if you're an educated person or you're a skilled person, you have with a degree and you're working in a company and you have a skill, doesn't matter, and you're not making enough to buy two McDonald's Big Mac combos, with 1 hour of your salary, nah, get out of here. And a lot of people can't even buy two of those with 2 hours. Some people even three. This is the sickening reality we are currently in. It's time to abandon. It is time to abandon, y'all. Abandon, walk away.
It's so unfair, though, that like we're the generation going through that whole inflation, interest rates hiking, all of that. Cause I'm like, this is hard enough.
Right.
And now everything costs more money.
I feel like we've just gone through enough as millennials.
As a generation.
We've gone through enough.
It's enough.
There's been a housing crisis.
That's right.
We went through Enron.
That's right.
We went through the year 2000. We thought all the computers were going to crash from 99 to 2000 in that 1 minute. Oh my gosh. It was like the apocalypse was going to happen. We've gone through hurricanes, ice ages.
Hello.
I mean,
pandemics.
Oh my gosh. But we still in one of those. I don't even know what's happening at this point. Every day I wake up and I'm like, is this another part of the apocalypse?
What else? What more
do you want from me?
And here's the thing, guys. You know how this happens? This is feminism. Because the only thing that can stand up to tyranny are strong men. And what did they do? They used the women to tear down the men. The women are still tearing down the men. And when you have weak men who cannot stand up, are too afraid to stand up to tyranny, what happens? They can do whatever they want. The powers that be can do whatever they want. They can pull the strings. They can control everything. And women think that like, oh, well, I'm just going to get my bag. Look at all these women on social media that are dancing in the streets, that are carrying on like just terribly and saying that they want millionaires while people cannot eat. People cannot buy food right now. And look at what these women are doing. And I'm telling y'all right now, these same exact women, the moment they miss a single meal, the very moment they miss a single meal, okay, they will listen to me. They will put on their hoodie, they put on their black hoodie, their face mask, and they will basically, you know what comes next. These people will not tolerate missing a single meal. The reality of it is that Western society has now ended in a position where there's no coming back. It's literally men walking away. The dollar can never and will never recover. And it's because of feminism. It is feminism, the feminist agenda, that has led us to this point, and it's only going to get worse. I told y'all, guys, M2 is only going to push more men to finally leave the United States. to finally leave Western society entirely, say we're done. And these same women are going to say, we don't understand why this is happening. You're going to watch women starting to rapidly follow men overseas. It's going to become an established industry going overseas. And guys, it isn't going to send the property prices up overseas, but it doesn't matter, because compared to Western society and how expensive everything is, it's incomparable. Like right now, Japan is so much cheaper for a person who is leaving America to go overseas. If you're making $40,000 a year, you will live well in Japan. If you can make $40,000 a year remotely, you live very well in Japan, in Tokyo. And you can purchase a house. You can go over there and you can buy a house. There are some people who are like, oh, I don't want to live in Japan because, they use cash over there and I use credit. Like, seriously, you know what? Guess what? I'm old school. I grew up in the 90s. I love walking around with cash. I love using cash. The reason why we use credit now is because we're entering into a cashless society, which kind of sucks. And that basically controls people. But I'm fine with cash. I love using cash. People are so lazy today that, I could never live in Japan because I can't use cash. Well, forget you, dude. Stay in America, lose everything. Be on that struggle bus, bro. Because a lot of people are going to be homeless very soon with this inflation. People are living on credit right now. They are living on 100% credit. They don't have any money, y'all. Everybody is broke. Everybody is broke. Help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing if you already have not done so. Like the video and turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again. What do you guys think regarding everything we discussed here today? Strong, independent women are crying because they can't afford food. I want to know your thoughts on this regarding everything we discussed, and let me know if you agree. It's only going to get worse. It's not getting better. It's not going to get better. All right? This is going to be, what do we call it? The GD2? Great Depression 2? I want to hear your thoughts on this, guys, in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.